everyone, welcome to the third edition of Andy's Workout. Today I found these two people from the street a couple of years ago and they just never left. I have Emily here and John is wearing some wonderful attire here, the Confidently Strong Roman Mungo Fitness t-shirt. Thank you for wearing this today, John.
Thank you.
So we're going to go through Andy's Workout edition number 3 today with John and Emily. So stay tuned and enjoy the workout.
We're in it.
All right, Emily and I are going to show you how to do a bird dog in motion. So Emily, I'm going to get you down on your hands and knees. Okay, and then from this position here, we're going to make sure that our posture is nice and straight. So we want the tailbone, the back of the shoulders, and the back of the head in nice alignment. So a dowel will help. Just to kind of get things started. You can use a golf club or a hockey stick or something like that. That works fine. So everything's nice here. I can put a pot of hot coffee on Emily's back here and it wouldn't spill. So we're going to go ahead and do our bird dog where we straighten out our back leg using our hip muscle. Good, so we're tightening up that butt muscle. Great, and then the opposite arm comes out, you're going to shake someone's hand. Then we're going to bring it right back in without touching the ground and then right back out. So this is a bird dog in motion. And you need to be able to control the stability here. So your back muscles, your hip muscles should stay nice and straight. If you don't have the balance, then we want to dial it back to where we just hold the position and hold it for breaths. But this one we want to do for up to 15 repetitions per side. Very good, Emily. Excellent. Fantastic. And that's the bird dog in motion. Alright, so we're going to do something called the hero squat, and I have John and Emily here showing us how to do the hero squat. So just a precursor, if you have bad knees or if you feel like there's pain in the knees, either don't do this exercise or do a partial repetition, which Emily is going to show you how to do that, and then John's going to do the full version going straight down. So what I'm going to have you do is first get yourself in a staggered position like John and Emily here, where the back foot is about perpendicular to the heel of your front foot. Now where that position is exactly, you want to be kind of roughly in a range. It might be right directly behind, perpendicular to your heel, might be a little bit farther back, maybe a little bit closer. Everyone's hip and femur length is maybe a little bit different, so you're going to find that sweet spot for you. Once you get into this position, all we're going to do is we're going to squat down and that back heel comes up off the ground. So Emily's going to show you a partial, John's going to do a full one. You see how that back heel comes up off the ground, posture stays up nice and tall. Go ahead, John, keep coming up and down and do a million squats here with me. And we're going to go up and down. Very good. And so you see Emily's doing a partial, but that heel does have to come up off the ground. It's very important. And so we want to see if we can do up to 20 repetitions per leg. And that's up to 20. So if you can only do 5 or 6 in the beginning, that's okay. Work your way up to being able to do 20. And that's the hero squat. So we're going to show you how to do a golfer's mobility drill. This one requires a little bit of rotation, but it's also about getting mobile in the shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with one arm and we're going to push that shoulder away as you rotate. And the other hand behind you is going to try to reach for the opposite shoulder blade. So I'm going to have John and Emily go ahead, let's get in motion here, and go ahead, just keep going. And you'll see the front side of it, John's showing you the front side, and Emily's showing you the back side of what it looks like. So we're just rotating that body and reaching as best as you can. So we want to make sure that your range of motion is your range of motion. We don't want any pain in anything. Feeling a little bit of stretch is okay, but ultimately we're mobilizing those back muscles, all the things we want to work on with twisting, and we also want to work on that shoulder mobility. Something to keep in mind as well as we're doing this drill, we want to make sure that we don't shrug our shoulders up. We want to keep those shoulders down and back and our posture up nice and tall. And that's the golfer's mobility drill, aiming for about 20 total repetitions. So John and I are going to show you a bird dog, basically a modified version where we actually hold the bird dog and to really focus on our core muscles and our posture being in the correct position. Once you get really good at this, then we can start moving on to other variations of the bird dog. So John, if I can just get you on all fours, so your hands and knees, where your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Very good. So as you can see here, John's got his hands underneath his shoulders. His posture is in really good alignment. You can use a dowel if you so choose to do this, and just place it on the back of your tailbone, back of your shoulders, back of your head. John, just kind of look down a little bit for me there. Fantastic. So you see us in a nice straight line, so it's not going to roll off left or right. So now that John's in a really good position, his knees are right underneath his hips, I'm going to ask John to tighten up his abdominals. So kind of brace your abdominals, make it nice and tight, so that way we're kind of engaging those core muscles. From this point, we're going to start the bird dog by bringing your left hip straight back, so you straighten out that leg all the way back, John. So go ahead, straighten all the way back. We want to make sure that the hip just tilts there so we're kind of still in a nice straight line. Should be able to put a pot of hot coffee on your back and it won't spill. You want to point that toe straight backwards. So everything should be nice and tight here. If a squirrel came and jumped on your leg, it wouldn't fall down, so it's nice and strong. Very good. And then the next step is to bring the opposite hand straight out. So go ahead, John, bring it out, almost like you're going to shake someone's hand. And again, that should be nice and strong as well. So if a squirrel came and jumped on the arm, it wouldn't fall down, nice and strong. From this position here, this is the nice bird dog position. Now we're going to hold your breath, deep breathe in and out for up to 10 times per side. And if you can hold your position with good form for 10 breaths, then we bring it in nice and easy. So go ahead, John, just bring it in nice and easy. And then we would go ahead and do the opposite side. And that's the standard bird dog. All right, Emily and I are going to show you how to do a dynamic bird dog. This is maybe the most dynamic variation, maybe a level 3 variation of a bird dog. Requires a lot of stability, so make sure that you are able to maintain stability when we do this exercise. Otherwise, dial it back to a bird dog in motion or just a holding bird dog. So Emily, I'm going to get you down on your hands and knees. Good. So hands are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hips. Let's back those knees up just a little bit. Other way. Oh, there you go. Fantastic. All right, and again, we want to make sure that the posture is in a nice position here. So if we put a dowel on her back, we can see that tailbone here, shoulder blades and head are a nice straight line. Fantastic. I can put a pot of hot coffee or a plate of spaghetti on your back, or maybe a glass of red wine, and it wouldn't spill. Fantastic.
I'll take the wine.
You'll take the wine. Me too. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're going to get into that bird dog position. Back leg out, right arm out. Fantastic. And drive in. Exactly. So we're moving more dynamically in this exercise where we're driving the elbow towards the knee and the knee towards the elbow. So this kind of knocks our balance a little bit off, so it requires a little bit more stability in our core muscles, and which is the point. So if you can maintain your stability in this one, have at it. Go for 15 repetitions per side.